What if every terrible thing that ever happened to you was actually preparing you for something greater? Not as a comfort, not as a cliche, but as a literal, provable fact, demonstrated by one of the most remarkable men who ever lived. His name was Marcus Aurelius, and by the age of 40, he had lost his children, survived a plague, fought endless wars, and been betrayed by people he trusted most. And yet, he never broke. Not because he was invincible, but because he had discovered something. A way of thinking that turned every disaster into fuel, every loss into wisdom, every obstacle into a doorway. Today, we are going to learn exactly how he did it. And more importantly, how you can use the same method starting today.
Marcus Aurelius was not supposed to be emperor. He was a quiet boy, bookish, more interested in philosophy than politics. But at age 17, Emperor Hadrian noticed him and changed his destiny forever. He was adopted into the imperial family, groomed for power, given everything. But here is what history doesn't tell you. He didn't want it. He wrote in his private journal that he wished he could live a simple life, a life of reading, of thinking, of walking in nature. Instead, he was handed the most complicated job in the world, Emperor of Rome. And on the very first day of his reign, the problems began. A plague arrived from the east. It killed 5 million people. Then the Germanic tribes attacked from the north. Then his most trusted general betrayed him. Then his own son began showing signs of madness. One crisis after another, for 19 years. And through all of it, every single morning, Marcus sat alone and wrote. Not complaints, not self-pity, instructions to himself on how to be better today than he was yesterday.
So what exactly was his method? It came down to one single idea. An idea so simple, it sounds almost too easy, but so difficult to practice that most people never manage it. The idea is this: there are things within your control and things outside your control. That is all. That is the entire foundation of Stoic philosophy. Marcus wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." The plague? Outside his control. The wars? Outside his control. The betrayal? Outside his control. But how he responded to each of these? Completely within his control, every single time. And he trained himself every morning to focus only on what he could control. Not obsessively, not anxiously. Calmly, deliberately, with full attention. When a general betrayed him, instead of rage, he asked, "What can I learn here?" When a child died, instead of collapse, he asked, "What is within my power right now?" When the plague killed thousands, instead of despair, he asked, "What action can I take today?" Every disaster converted into a question. Every question converted into action. This is the method, and it is available to every single one of us right now. If this is making you think differently, hit subscribe and the bell. New wisdom every week. It costs you nothing, and it helps more than you know. Marcus left us 3 laws. 3 rules he returned to again and again in his journals. The 3 laws of the unconquerable mind. The first law: the obstacle is the way. Marcus wrote, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." The thing blocking you is not your problem. It is your teacher. Every person who achieved anything remarkable built their strength on obstacles, not despite them. The illness that forced you to slow down taught you patience. The failure that humiliated you showed you what needed to change. The person who betrayed you revealed who you truly are under pressure. The second law: you are what you repeatedly do. Most people think Stoicism is about being emotionless, cold, detached. Marcus was none of these things. He wept when his children died. He felt anger, fear, doubt. But then he chose. He wrote, "Our life is what our thoughts make it. Not our circumstances, not our luck, our thoughts."
And our thoughts are a habit. Every morning, he practiced gratitude. Every evening, he reviewed his failures. Not to punish himself, to improve. The third law: death is not the enemy. Marcus thought about death every single day, not with fear, as a reminder. He wrote, "Think of yourself as dead. You have lived your life. Now take what's left and live it properly." When you truly accept that your time is limited, everything changes. The small irritations stop mattering. The grudges dissolve. The things you've been postponing become urgent. Death, for Marcus, was
Marcus Aurelius died in 180 AD on a battlefield, far from Rome, far from his family. Not in comfort, not in luxury. In the middle of another crisis, another obstacle. And his final words, according to those present, were not about power or legacy. He turned to the guard outside his tent and said, "Go to the rising sun. I am already setting." The most powerful man in the world, at the end of his life, at peace, because he had lived according to his principles. Every day, imperfectly, struggling, trying, but never giving up on the attempt. That is the real lesson of Marcus Aurelius. Not perfection, not invincibility, just the daily attempt to be a little better, think a little clearer, react a little wiser, every single day. He wrote in the very last pages of his private journal, "Waste